Hello guys, Susanna here. Okay, I'm going to do an interesting little video for you. I've been inspired by a few people how to make baubles, well, Christmas decorations 3 different ways. So one is actually English paper piecing, one's working with fabric and foam balls, and then one is just made out of paper, which I got this idea from Carol from Oak House Journal. So thank you, Carol. I just thought I was wanting to make these ones and this one anyway, so I thought I'll add this one to it as well. So what I'll do is I'll show you the English paper piecing ones first. I'm not actually going to be making them, but I'll show you what you need to do with them. So I'll just put these aside for now. Now this is, I had bought these little pieces, and they were only 1/2 inch, and like it just didn't twig how small they would be. And I bought them in the hexagon and elongated hexagon shape. So I made this one from gorgeous Bamboo fabrics, which I'm working on a little a bigger quilt at the moment. Where are we? It's been pieced. There we go. Work in progress. So anyway, so I thought these were so tiny, and they had the most cutest little pieces that you could have on there. Here's the big one that I'm working on. So that's the difference between same picture but smaller pieces that are going to go on there. And I thought these were so small, and the hardest part of doing English paper piecing is taking the bits out, these little bits. So I thought I'm going to go around them, sew them, which is what I've done here, and here's my other little pieces here, and I'm going to have it like that one. So that's sort of a bit like a snowflake. So I will sew this one together, like these little pieces together, so that they are different on both sides. So that's what I've got on that one. I've got all pictures and then nothing, and then that's the opposite side. So I hand pieced them together, then I went on the machine with a bit of this in between and sandwiched it together, like glued it and sandwiched it together, and then stitched around it, and even in the center as well. So that one I'll just show you. So that's a lot of work to do, and I can't do it in such a a short video, but so that's what I'm going to be doing with both of them. And then so that's in the works. I started that one, and I'm doing this one as well. So yeah, I really like it, and it's a really pretty hand piece, and that way I don't have to take out these things. And once these are used up, I don't think I'm going to be buying that size again, because it is just teeny tiny. I mean, I don't mind the hexagons, they weren't too bad to sew with, but I find these are a little bit trickier. So okay, so that's that one. Put that aside. Then we've got these little balls, and I've got 6 of them. Craft foam balls, so $2.50. It was a pack of 8. I think I've used 2 others for something else, and there were 6 left. And if you remember, I've got 6 pieces in my, where are we? Where's my little quilt? Well, you know that little quilt that I'm making? Must be somewhere. The Christmas one, and it's got all the different colours in there. So this was one of the squares that was the one I actually showed with the bird in it. So I've gotten the 2 colours with that, and I made that into a little bauble with the fabrics. So I was laying in bed, and I'm thinking, how the heck am I going to do this? So what I did is I got a pin, and I did a few different ways, and I like put ink on there, and I thought I'll just roll it to try and make, I knew I had to get that shape, and I had to get the right shape. So I put 2 pins either side, and then just wrapped ribbon around there, like put it around once, did it around, and just so that I had 4 even sides. I wonder if I can show you. Do it, because I don't really need it now. So what you do in order to get it the right size is you put the pins in, find the top and bottom. Okay. Undo this. So you test stuff and you go, well, that's not going to work, is it? So I went all the way around. I think I did tie a knot in it, or something like that. Ugh, it's hard to work with these little things. Yep, see, I did tie a knot in it because there is a knot there. So I went around this side, wrapped it around once, come around here and pulled it tight and tied a knot around that. So I've got at least one. So I just wrapped it around. Then while it's still on there, I went and then wrapped it around here like that, and then you ended up back down there again. And the main reason why you need to do that is because you need that size. So what I did, and on the baubles, there is actually a line. You probably can't see it where you are, but there is a line. So that use that as the baseline and just estimate, which is what I did. So what I did with that, initially did all the gluey part, and then I got my ruler out. Actually, you'll need one of these. And I thought, okay, I'll measure what size is to that. So it was about 9 centimeters. Okay, so I did a line 9 centimeters, and so half of 9 is 4.5, and then I measured the distance in the middle between that and that, which was 5 centimeters. So I did a line, just a straight line, pencil, measuring the 9 centimeters, so that's 9 centimeters from here to here, and then I did 4.5, which was like the middle. Just say that there, that's the middle, and then half of 5 is 3, so you just do 2.5, so you do it a measure there and a measure there. Then I got so it's just all about figuring out where's my little round. Here we go. So you got, this is 9, okay, half of 9, 4.5, that's, you get the dot there, and that's 5 across, so you go 2.5 and 2.5. Then I just got a round template and went like that, measuring from the top there to around there, and did the same with that. So that's the size that you would need in order to fill those. See? So that took me a little bit to figure out. I was laying in bed and I'm like, how the heck am I going to do this? Because I made these years ago, and it was painful and it didn't quite match up and all that kind of stuff. So I figured that out. So what we need to do, I've already pre-cut. So this is those two colours that I had together. Add these ones together. I might make those ones. So my husband's coming in with a cup of tea. So that's how we measured that. Now, okay, so what we need to do now, just get your little bauble . There's the line there anyway, so you know. Okay, so with these, in order to stick them on, and I'm going to stick the light one on first, because as you can see on here, you see a bit less of the green than you do of the other one. So do the lighter one first, because you will see it underneath. So just a tiny little snip, about 1/4 of an inch, going all the way around in little bits and pieces, because I tried putting it on and it didn't work. So this is why I nut this out, so that when I come to my channel to make these, I can show you to the best of my ability. Now, okay, so a lot of this stuff I've done ahead of time, which I probably should have done this ahead of time. So how are we all going? I hope you are busy making some stuff for Christmas. I love homemade Christmas decorations. I think they are really lovely, and some of my favourite ones you really don't need to go in are the ones that I've made myself. You don't need to go in that far. So let's quickly do this, get it all ready. I should have done this beforehand. Like with me, doesn't really matter, doesn't have to be perfect, just enough so that it can be rounded off. Okay, one. So this is going to match my Christmas quilt, and the tree that is near the Christmas quilt, yeah, it'll be nice and close together. So I've got still a few more to cut up. I've got some more, so it just happens to be 6 of these. So what I'll do, get a few things ready, cut that off. There we go. That's the handle. We're going to be getting some tacky glue. I find that works the best. Then get, oh. Now there's going to be a bit of drying time in between these, so I might start making the other ones while there's the drying time. So dry that on, put that on the wrong side of these. It is messy. There's the top. Okay, get the little line, and we go all the way around, do the dot to the dot, and this is why we need to have these little cut bits, because it doesn't sit, it's round, it doesn't sit flat like it should. As long as the middle part is, this looks like it probably needs to be cut a little bit more. There we go. You do get messy, but that's crafting. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now we do the other one. And then that is going to be on the opposite side. Join the bits together, tip, 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 and then push down and get the little sort of work your way from the middle and push down the sides. Now there will be little marks, like as in, you know, it's sort of crease marks. One side always seems to be better than others, but try and get the creases out as best as you can. But this is why I use the rick-rack and all that kind of stuff, because I knew there's going to be joins, and this is where your trims and everything come in. Well, that one sat a lot better. That's pretty good. Okay, beautiful. Okay, this actually sits rather well in there. So I got my little green one. Makes you hide this glue, but it is good. It's better than PVA glue. I don't know why, it just seems to work really well. It's the tacky glue, so that will go over the top. And the reason why you put the darker one over the lighter one, if you've got it two things, is because you can see them. So okay, now work from the middle, push down, getting out the creases. The more you make, the better it is. This, see, I've already nutted it out and figured out how to do it. The first one was the experiment, so this is why we have these channels, so that we can teach you guys how to make beautiful creations. I love doing home decor and decorating my house. I might even do a video of me decorating the tree and some of these stuff. I might, if I remember. I don't do it until November. Some people have already, when I had my shop, when you've got a shop, you set up, and because you've got to sell. So I had my shop decorated in stuff in October, which was great because I was able to enjoy beautiful Christmas stuff for a few months. So put that on that little there, go from there to there. Okay. Bit more over. Actually, have one side where it is just meeting, which would probably be the bottom, because on the top we're going to put a flower or something like that. Okay, work your way from the inside, push down. I mean, you will end up with glue everywhere, and if you don't want to dirty your fingers, you can always use a bone folder or whatever. You don't use what's this glue called? This glue, the craft glue, because it actually melts your balls. It's because it's got, I don't know, the acetone or whatever in it. It actually melts it. So PVA glue would be okay, but tacky glue works really well too. So I find it glue dries a little bit faster than the PVA. Okay, now, okay. So while that's just sitting there, see, this is why you do the darker one. I am going to go into my little thing of this, and I do have green and I have blue. How good is that? So, or I was actually thinking I could go the blue flowers. I might use the blue flowers with that one. I'll use the green rick-rack with this. Okay, look at everything. Look at this cute little pink rick-rack. Okay, so now this is where it gets a little trickier. So measure it out like that and cut. That is the easiest way, and always cut a little bit more So that's the blue. Whether the green is the right green. Oh, it'll work. Okay. Okay. Now, I am going to, actually I might do the green first. I'll have to sit there and let that dry. So using my, I've got tacky glue in here, and I'm going to do this. This is the easiest way. Got a bit more control than one of those really big things. Okay. Now, where did I put it? Here we go. So that's the top. Yep. Try and get it. That goes over it like that, and hopefully matches up. And then I'm going to just cut that and put a little bit more. It does tend to move and you feel like you've got to re-glue, but it's just got to wait for that drying time. Just pull it and stretch it, push it down. Okay, so cute. Now, there does tend to be a right and a wrong way with these guys. It tends to curl in that way, so I'm going to do it this way. Okay, getting there, guys, getting there. Hope you're enjoying my little Christmas tutorial, my Christmas craft tutorial. Yeah. Okay. I like using rickrack because it's very 50s, if you know what I mean, and I love that sort of vintage retro. These are vintage retro colours. Okay, give it a stretch. This jolly thing. Oh, might have to put some glue underneath that part. Okay, I did let this thing dry overnight, the one that I made earlier. Okay, cut that. And stretch it. Doesn't matter if it's not completely fitting because we're going to put something on top of that. Okay, now while that is drying a little bit, there was that other bit that was curling under. I'm going to stick some glue there. There we go. So stick a pin there. So cute. I hope I've been in camera all this time. That would be really annoying if I wasn't. How much time we got? Oh, 24 minutes, we're getting there. We are making 3 after all. Now, so that'll sit there. Well, these get put away. I'll use that for the other one. Now, I got... So I have to mention a couple of people in this next one. It will be Carol from Oak House Journals, who said, you know, everyone's made these and all that kind of stuff, and I had seen them, but I'd forgotten that, you know, stuff that you made when you were a kid. But I wanted something really shabby chic, so I got this from Ruby and Pearl. I think it's the wallpaper number 5, and it's got these beautiful, you got the 4 of them together, but then you had the bigger individual ones. And where are we? This one, and then that one was bigger as well. So what I did, I cut up that one and this one. This is what I've used here, and went with my die cut machine, and I think I used a couple, where are we, a few different shapes. Where's this one? And you make 3, and I put these 2 little pieces on there, and I got some organza, and I just I think Carol, she really went all out and did glitter, and I got this as well. I thought some of them you could probably put metallic stuff on there, but what you do with these, okay, I might make a big one actually. So here's the flowers, and even though they're different, when you turn, that's why with these you turn them around, and so they'll be pretty on whichever side, and that's why the same with these, I made them like double-sided, so because you want to be able to see. And be careful too, like that one's up the right way, that one's upside down, and that one's up the right way. So, but I forget, oh well, it doesn't matter. But I might make the blue one. I think that would be nice too. So I've got the central part, and then the 2 from either side, and I used quite a bit from that one. I really liked it. I've got some of these really small ones, even with these were the leaves. I thought, you know, they're going to go on the same tree, so I wanted something fairly retro-y. The colours matched. So yeah, so Ruby and Pearl, and then I just put them in my die cut machine and just cut them up. So what you do with these, so I'm going to use this colour. It's mainly that one. So around this one I think I used Abandoned Coral, and I think there's going to be the green ones. I'm going to use Mowed Lawn, because the 3 colours that I used in the quilt is the green, the red, and the blue. So, and this one is Peacock Feathers. There's also another one, Mermaid Cove, which is fairly similar to Peacock Feathers. So I'm just going to ink these. Okay. Now these are nice and simple to make, which is great, but sometimes you just need to be shown. Okay, now actually seems to be less there. You want to see the colour of the inking on this one. Okay, now what we do, this one obviously is a little bit indented, so I'm going to do it that way. So we fold it in half. I might fold that over. A bit dirty on both sides really. We fold them in half. Put the bone folder. Since that one's folded that way, I'll fold that one that way as well. And that one. So pretty. I just love her wallpapers. She's very similar in style to Amity Bloom. And I've got more papers of anti-bloom before too. Now, here's the little ribbon that I've got. I'm recycling. These were wrapped around stuff that I bought from the shop. Now, okay, so I'm just going to glue on the one that I made. I glued with that, but since I've got some glue left over, I might as well use it. Okay, so it's that way. Make sure it's the right way. Put that bit to that bit. And because it is pretty quick drying glue, at least I'm using this up anyway. Okay, yep, that's that way, and then that one will go there. Yep. Okay. I'm going to, last time I didn't do this beforehand, this time I'm going to. Chuck that in there. It dries pretty jolly quick, I can tell you. Okay. Okay, see, that's nice and easy. Then I've got the reds, but I've also got the blues. So we just get these little guys. Got these from eBay. Anybody wants to know? I thought I'd opened it. Okay. Get 3 of those. Easier to do with your other thing, but okay. I think Carol put little bows or something on there, so don't know what sides are which, as long as the little leaves are facing up. I think that's all that matters. There we go. And then the last one. So these ones are nice and easy. You can do a few of these. You can have a whole tree full of vintage style baubles or decorations. How cute is that? I like it. That's so pretty. So that matches that one really well. And as you know, baubles, they do tend to go around and around when you hang them up, and so you've got a pretty picture all 3 ways. So we'll put that there. Only thing is, knowing how to display them is going to be hard. Now, back to this guy here. Hopefully he's now I'm just trying to find, here we go. What I'm doing here, I've got the red flower for that one. I don't think I've got a blue one. But I do have some stuff here, in here. See, I've got some pink ones too, better grab them out. Okay, so there's some leaves here, got some of those. Okay, quite like that. Ugh. Sorry if you can see my head. No, I think they're too green. I think this white one is probably going to be the best. And I don't know whether that small one will work or not. Pretty little. Because that's pretty big. I'm going to use a bigger one. Okay, cut it. There we go. Okay. Now, take that out to get my awl. Push the hole in there with your awl. Oh, because it's foam. Now this is where I use this glue. Probably need to cut a little bit more off, because I don't think I've made a hole quite that big. Now you glue the actual underneath on the leaf part and the actual stem, not the flower. Don't want that glued down just yet. Then we stick it in. And then lift up the flower, push those bits down. Okay. Push the flower in. Well. Okay, now where's that little piece that I cut? No, this one here. I probably should wait until it is dry, but what I did, because I've got to show you what to do. Craft glue does dry reasonably fast. I went underneath. It isn't quite dry yet, but I'll show you. You lift this part up and got a bit of a gap underneath there like that. So I went underneath like that. Okay. And tied a knot. No, see, one lot's wider than longer than the other. Tie a knot, and then come up like that, and then tied a knot here. And then cut on a bit of an angle like that. There we go. So I'm going to wait until it dries a little bit, so I might just sit that in there. So there we go. Here is our bauble that we made today. This is the one I prepared earlier, 40 minutes, so you got two of these. They're cute. 2 baubles. Then we got that one, which is flatter, but that's rather gorgeous as well. And then these guys too. So there you go, guys. Really love how these have turned out. I'm really happy with them. So yeah, hopefully that was so this is a way that you can measure whatever size you get, because you can get bigger ones and you can get smaller ones. So you just use that string trick that I showed you at the start of it, so you can measure up any size that you want. So okay guys, well thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I will probably turn off and continue to make a few more, because I want to be able to decorate my tree. I've got 6 of these, so I've got a few more of these to make, but I think they're rather cute. Really love how they've turned out. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye. Maybe show me some photos of your work. You can show me a photo on Etsy or on my Facebook page as well. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.